The words gay and straight. Way too vague. So I'm going to break it down in this video and hopefully be able to kind of maybe open some minds and give some good rhetorical questions, pique some interests, change some opinions, get some counter arguments. A lot of people say that being gay is strictly for sexual purposes. Linguistically speaking, to be completely literal, gay and straight are sexual orientation labels. So yes, being straight means that you have sex with the opposite sex. Being gay means you have sex with the same sex. In the absolute literal sense, they are sex-based, both of them. But given the limitations of our language, which a good friend of mine has brought up in a lot of our debates recently, and it's shown very true. It's way too hard to fit anything into one category. Gay, straight, love, war, government, anything that can be taken in many different contexts. We just don't have the words. We don't have the correct way to describe them. So I'm going to break them down. I'm going to start by saying that I believe that everybody is bisexual. First, I'm going to start out with a silly sentence. I know pretty much everybody watching this video right now has at least one straight friend that says, if I was to go gay for anybody, it would be insert same-sex celebrity here. Now, in my opinion, I see that as they are attracted to something about that person. Not necessarily in a sexual way, because being attracted to somebody is not always sexual. Again, limitations of our language. There is also a difference between being attracted to somebody and knowing that somebody is attractive, which could be a counter argument as to everybody being bi. But I digress. For example, one of my things, the most attractive thing to me, is vocal mannerisms. The way the person's mouth moves when they talk, the tone of their voice, the way they enunciate certain words. I have a friend that says disciples instead of disciples, and I think it's absolutely adorable. I cannot stand Sean Connery's voice. Now, I could be attracted to somebody's vocal mannerisms, but not physically attracted to them. This is where the whole bi thing comes in. You could be attracted to Hannibal Lecter's intellect. You could be attracted to Gwen Stefani's vocals. It doesn't mean that you're going to go out and have sex with that person. It doesn't mean that, you fantasize about bumping uglies with them. Because, quite honestly, if we were going to take it to that level, we would have to also look at it from the other perspective and say, okay, well, if you say you're straight, that means you're attracted to every person of the opposite sex. And same with being gay, that you're attracted to every person of the same sex. And that's not true. Everybody knows that's not true. You're attracted to some people, but not everybody. And to say that you are only attracted to one or the other, I think is too broad. There's also, obviously you guys know how I feel about gay marriage, and everything like that. Once we put labels on things, once we decide, okay, this is what it's going to be, you're going to be straight or you're going to be gay. First, we couldn't have gays in the military. Now we can't have gays getting married. It's just, look at him as a human being, just a person. Don't look at them for their sexual orientation. Because if we did that, then we would basically just see we would just be animals. We're more than that now. We don't just see people as sex. And so, to everybody that is basically commenting about it all being about sex, it's not all about sex. It's the labels that make it all about sex. Now, I'm going to go off on kind of a non sequitur. To all of the people out there that believe that being gay is wrong, and that it is a choice, and that it is a sin, and that believe in God, I am going to turn the coin. I do not believe in God. But say I were to, okay? I'm going to take a quote from Dawson's Creek, one of my guilty pleasures, from anybody that's seen the show. It's from Grams, who, anybody who has seen the show, is extremely evangelical and extremely Christian, very firm in her beliefs. If Jack is gay, he doesn't need your judgment. The Lord above will be the one to judge him, as he will judge all of us. What he needs from you and me and everyone else in this world is love and tolerance. If anything, that boy must feel scared and alone, and it will take the understanding of his fellow man to help him through it. Let's save judgment for someone much more experienced than you. Just imagine for 1 second that I was Christian and I said that to you. You may think it's a sin, you may think it's wrong, you may think it's a choice, but it is not your judgment to make. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that if we're going to put labels on sexuality, and we're going to put labels on human beings, that are as broad as they are, then we're not looking at real people anymore. We're looking at a name tag that says, hi, I'm straight. Hi, I'm gay. Hi, I'm bi. And that's it. That's not what we're doing, though. We don't do that. We look at people more. We look at people deeper than that. We are attracted to people for deeper and more passionate and emotional reasons than strictly sex. So, for those of you that believe that being gay is just for sex, I can go and say the same thing about being straight, that it's just for sex. Because, as I said before, in the literal sense of the label, yes, you're right, because it is a sexual orientation label. But it doesn't define the person.